Hello colleagues, welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to present the first lesson of the second sequence of the third year English program, Me and Lifestyles. Before I start, I saw many posts asking how to present the initial situation. Should it take 1 hour? Should we present it like a PPU lesson? Initial situation is not a lesson, so it should not be presented as a lesson. It is just a situation in which you explain to your pupils that this is a problematic, الوضعية الانطلاقية in Arabic. It is a problematic to be solved by the end of the sequence. You're going to ask them to write it on their copybooks. Of course, you write it on the board, and you explain to your pupils what is the topic of the initial situation. For the third year sequence 2, your teacher of English asks you to prepare an article in which you compare your modern lifestyle with your grandparents' old lifestyle in food, dwelling, games, and clothes. The best article is going to be posted on the entry wall of the school or on the school magazine. So first you have to contextualize your initial situation. What is contextualize? It means you put it in a context so that it's going to be motivating for your pupils. The second thing, you have to write it on the board and they have to copy it down on their copybooks, and you have to explain the topic of the initial situation. You're going to tell them, you're going to write an article comparing the old lifestyle and the modern lifestyle. When are you going to be able to write this article? By the end of the sequence, because now you don't know nothing about the past simple, about vocabulary related to food, dwelling, games, and clothes. So they have to learn all this in order to be able to write something at the end of the sequence. This is the initial situation. So concerning the time which should be devoted to the initial situation, maybe you can hear, for example, for my case, I'm going to include it with the first lesson, or you're going to present it alone. If we had a project, I would tell you to present it with the project, but we have no project this year, so it's okay if you want to present a project or explain to your pupils. It's okay, so you present it with the project, or you present it with the first lesson of your sequence. Something very important I have to explain. For example, you're going to present the second sequence. You're going to ask your pupils to flip a paper. Now we're going to tackle another sequence. You're going to present the initial situation as a first step, and then you're going to explain to your pupils the sequence. I know you present the initial situation and you explain it. This is related to the sequence, but you have to present the sequence too. You have to make your pupils understand what is the sequence about. So that's why you have to bring some flashcards in order to make the picture clear for your pupils. Here, for my case, I brought pictures of related to the old lifestyle and pictures related to the modern lifestyle, and I asked my pupils to comment. I asked my pupils to discuss. So we have discussed these pictures, and I asked them to compare. Of course, when you ask them to discuss and to comment, they are going to compare. This is like obvious. You have to present these flashcards to your pupils in order to be able to start the first lesson of the sequence. Now, after you discuss and explain to them that in this sequence you're going to compare the old lifestyle with the modern lifestyle in what? So in dwellings, in the house or place of living, in the food, in clothes, in transport, and manners and games. So the most important points are dwellings, food, clothes, and games. Now if you want to add transport, because it's part of lifestyle, transport and manners and so on, you can add whatever you want. You are just free. It is like flexible. Then we move to the first lesson. After you explain to your pupils, now you're going to move to the first lesson, which is listening. In the listening, you have a framework with a PWP approach. It means pre-listening, while listening, and post-listening. So in the preparation phase or in the pre-listening phase, you are going to ask your pupils some questions related to the pictures you showed them. It's like part of preparation. Now, if you want to focus, because here in my listening, I'm going to focus on the dwelling and on the food. So you're going to focus on the points you're going to tackle in this lesson. I told you have to follow the sequence map in order to be able to carry on with your lessons. You cannot like do a lesson now and then you're going to think about the next lesson after. No, all the lessons are related. If I'm going to present this lesson today, it means that after that, I'm going to present the lesson of grammar, past simple tense. So I'm going to use here past simple tense. This is obvious. I'm going to make my pupils get familiar with the past simple with its three forms. So here as a warm-up, you are free to do whatever you want. Then you have the pre-listening phase. As I told you, you have just to show them pictures related to your script. Now, concerning the script, you're going to find it in the teacher's guide. Normally all the teachers have this teacher's guide because it's going to be provided by the administration or by the school. So, so the teacher's guide, page 12 and 13. So I'm going to use the scripts of page 12 and page 13. So I'm going to tell them that they are going to listen to a girl talking to her grandma about the old lifestyle. Okay, make it simple, and because she needs this interview for her project. Okay, now if you want to change interview because it was like removed, I think it's not really fair to like remove interview because it's very important. But if you want to like change interview by conversation, you are really free. After they listen, your pupils are going to listen, say twice to three times. Okay, it depends on the level of your pupils. So the first activity is going to be a true or false activity, in which I check my pupils' understanding and I check whether they have like got the gist of the listening. So here I'm evaluating their skimming skill. Then I move to the second activity, answering questions. Here I am in the phase of the while listening. So here it's to check my pupils' understanding too, but like with more details, like to listen to a specific information. Here I am testing their scanning competency. Of course, here you have the choice to like make a variety of questions. First question is a WH question, the second question is a WH question, but the first and the second one are not the same. And here you're making your pupils get familiar with the past simple. The first one is with the verb to be, and the second one is with the verb did and with the modal verb used to. The third question is a yes or no question, of course, in the past. And the last question is a past simple question with did. No use here. So they have to make a variety of questions so that your pupils are going to get ready for the past simple grammar lesson. Then I move to activity 3. Here it's just to enrich their vocabulary and to introduce some words related to the sequence, and they may use maybe in their pieces later. So here inside, different, slow and easy, opposites to same, outside, hard and quick. After that, I move to the last activity, which is a communicative based activity. So here I have contextualized my activity. Jenny wants to know about your grandma's lifestyle. Answer her questions. So it's related to my script. So here I ask some questions. You may do this activity orally. I prefer to do it orally. Why? Because when you say listening, you say speaking. When you say reading, you say writing. So I respect my skills and I respect the receptive aspect and the productive aspect of my skills. So I'm going to provide my pupils an oral activity after listening. First of all, you're going to gain time, and second, your pupils are not able to answer questions using used to, did, and so on and so forth. So you're going to help them. You're going to focus on the content of their answers, and then later you're going to present the grammar past simple lesson. So here questions: what is your grandma's name? When was she born? Where did she used to live? What did she used to eat? And do you prefer your grandma's lifestyle or your lifestyle, and why? Simple questions are going to be very motivated to answer them, but the aim is to reinforce prior knowledge to perform a communicative task. That's all, my dear followers. I insist on presenting the sequence before you present the first lesson, otherwise it won't be clear, so you have to clarify things for them. The more you clarify things, the more you get good results, believe me. Even when you have to put yourself in the shoes of your pupils in order to be able to understand them. That's all. Thanks for watching this video. I'm going to provide you with the lesson plan as soon as possible. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.